Going on, guilty guys and gals? We are very close to the end of Redemption. There's like 3 hours of content left, which should be 3 episodes. We'll see how long I go today. I've already recorded twice today, because I did record my reaction to the Mario movie. Still not sure if I'm going to post it. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. I literally woke up this morning at 6 a.m. after not sleeping very well, did the Pokemon one, then went back to sleep and woke up at 1 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my god, the Mario thing's at 1:05? So... my commentary is a little less than good on that. We'll see. Anyway, Redemption. We're just jumping right into the final class trial. Yeah, this is 2.5 hours long, this class trial. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but I guess we'll find out together.
Ahem. It's probably not necessary at this point, but let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
I was just going to skip over this, but it turns out it's different.
During the trial, you present your arguments for who the mastermind is, and vote for who done it.
It doesn't really make sense, but okay.
Vote correctly, and only the mastermind will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person...
Hey, the Monocubs are on Chihiro's thing.
I'll punish everyone besides the mastermind, and that person will graduate from this academy.
That's not how this usually works.
Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Alright, this is it. The last time we'll be in this trial room. We can't afford any mistakes.
This is loud in my ears all of a sudden.
So, where the hell do we start?
The Monocubs kind of look like pigs on the thing.
That is a good question. Does anyone have any ideas? This isn't exactly a typical trial. We aren't solving a murder. This mystery's far bigger.
Right. So that means anything that's happened in this game is on the table for discussion.
We're trying to find the mastermind, isn't that right?
That wasn't the right voice, but whatever. We'll go with it.
Yep. That's what Coyote said.
Also, Monokuma just said it, but, you know, it's okay.
Well, what if it's just that easy?
I don't follow.
It's Monokuma, right? I mean, what if someone who was already a mastermind before?
What if it's someone who was already a mastermind before? Okay, got it.
No, I get what you mean. Our mastermind? Yeah, the one that Mukuro in that video told us about. Junko and Oshima.
Here we go.
But she's dead. But that's impossible. The video said Junko died.
We're in a virtual world, Ibuki, remember.
In case you've forgotten, everyone here kicked the can at some point. Perhaps it isn't too far-fetched to assume she was resurrected as well.
Alright, I'll buy it. Let's assume she was. Who would do that? I would assume Team Danganronpa, no? The video said they worshipped her, did it not? But isn't there a problem with that?
Care to elaborate?
Katie's saying very short sentences today. Think, Kaede. We were brought back through the Redemption program. And who were the only people with access to that program? The future... Shuichi Saihara!
That's right, it was me.
The Future Foundation, yeah.
The Future Foundation, right?
Now I get it. There's no reason for them to want to revive Junko, so it doesn't make sense to consider her as a suspect.
Exactly.
Well, what about me?
I mean, to be fair, that is a good question to ask.
Huh? What do you mean, Ibuki? I was totally evil before. We know the mastermind of Leon and Mondo's game, but what about mine? Could they be the one behind this?
Oh, right. Do we know that... Did the video say that they were all despairs? I honestly don't remember. No can be. I don't think you can say that. Because if it did, then wouldn't Ibuki be the most suspicious just naturally because she was a despair at one point? I don't know.
Can't be. Really? Why not?
Because the mastermind of Ibuki's game was Izuru Kamakura.
No, yeah. His name was in that video too, right?
Right. And he's currently with the Future Foundation, so there's no way he's behind this, unless he was using his ultimate talents to trick them into thinking he was a good guy or something. He could never do that. Never, ever. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kaede. That makes perfect sense.
Hold on. How do you know this information, Kaede?
Yes, Izuru's name was in the video, as was his involvement in the Foundation.
I gotta stop. I'm making her French.
But I do not recall him ever being mentioned as a past mastermind. Oh, we looked at this cool laptop and didn't tell any of you. Shoot, how do I explain this without coming clean about the laptop?
I still don't know why we're hiding this. Alter Ego would be fine. Kaede, just say it.
Really?
I mean, it's too late for them to do anything about it now. We already know.
He's right. If we want anyone to believe us, we need to tell them.
Maybe we should have just brought the laptop then,
Okay, well, Chihiro left behind something on his laptop, Alter Ego, and we found files relating to this program on it. I've been keeping a list of the important points on my monopad so I wouldn't forget any of them, too.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You found all this shit and you didn't tell us? Kaede, is this true? Betrayal!
Well,
Just be straight with him, Kaede.
you could have been evil. We don't know. Oh, jeez. I need to explain the situation to them before things get out of hand.
All right. 16 life forms, unregistered communicator, volunteers.
You kept this from us, Kaede. It's not like that. Shoot.
She didn't do it maliciously, and she isn't hiding anything now. Easy for you to say. She told you. She didn't communicate anything with us.
I was going to.
Are we sure she's even telling the truth about what she found in there?
Hey, Rentaro and I were both there too. We can back her up.
I suppose, but still.
Oh, jeez. If we linger on this, we'll just get off track from the main point of our discussion. I may need to bend the truth a little here, and I think I'm going to need someone to help me do it.
Wow, we're lying immediately. Also, I think it's funny that Kaede is creating the white noise. She's literally getting in her own way. Because I can't imagine Rantaro or Kokichi saying shoot. That has to be Kaede.
It's not like that. Shoot.
And she's not white noising over Rantaro's statement, so it has to be her. She's literally getting in her own way. Stop talking.
Give me a break. I was going to.
Wait, that wasn't... Oh, right, because Kokichi's ability lets you lie on any statement. Man, that would be really annoying if it was actual gameplay. All right. Nice, Kokichi. I like this one.
No, I promise. My intent wasn't to hide anything. I was going to tell you. It's just... we ran out of time before the trial started. Thank goodness no one else heard my promise to Kokichi.
To tell no one else, I was just...
She's right. We only found it a little before the trial. We were going to communicate its contents with you here. But we thought it'd be better to do it here. It would save way more time, since we're already here and debating anyway. I see.
I mean, that's a pretty good reasoning. I can agree with that.
I suppose that makes sense. Let's hope we have infinite time in this trial.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
I let out a silent breath of relief.
Here, I'll do that for you. Okay, there you go.
That was a nice save by Kokichi. Thank goodness he's on my side now. I guess his lies can come in handy sometimes, after all. Anyway, let's get back on track. With that information about him, we can rule out Izuru as well.
Then, there's only one game's mastermind left to cover, isn't there? That's right. Ours.
Did those files tell you who it was?
I just realized, I forgot to do this. I was going to talk about this earlier. We've got Mondo and Leon from Danganronpa 1 and Ibuki from Danganronpa 2. And then the trio, Kibo, and Angie. So it's literally 5 to 3. No, 6 to 3. No, it has to be 5 to 3 because there's only 8 of them. I was holding up my fingers wrong while I was counting. You know. We all knew this game was V3 heavy already, but I forgot to take note of that. Anyway.
They did. It was Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer.
Tsumugi? But she was the most boring and bland one. How could she be evil?
Oh my. I suppose sometimes being bland is a crime. Maybe that's how Ryoma got arrested.
Hold on a sec. Did you say cosplayer?
That's right. What about it?
This is what all the people were saying in the comments. He's cosplaying as someone.
I got it. It's gotta be her then.
What?
What do you mean, Leon?
What if she was one of the original participants?
I can agree with that.
Only 16 people came in, right?
How would that be possible? Wouldn't we know immediately if she was?
Not necessarily. And here's why.
Wow, Leon's actually carrying a point here. Good job, buddy. I think we're going to prove him wrong, but still. Care to explain how you're so sure Tsumugi is the mastermind?
Think about it. If she's the ultimate cosplayer, then she could be dressing up as any one of us right now. Except for me, I got this beard to prove him. I mean, I guess that could happen.
And we don't have any proof she wasn't a participant.
I think if Tsumugi was going to dress up as anybody from the cast of this game, I think it'd have to be Korekyo. To convincingly pull it off. Well, I guess it depends on how much magic you want to do. She's pretty much magic with her powers anyway. But Korekyo has the same long bluish hair and covers his face, so it'd be easy to do, Anyway.
It's not a bad idea, Leon, but there's one big problem with it. And it's information you couldn't know, so it's not really your fault.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Do you remember in that video when it said the participants from my game were rescued? Ah, yes, I see now. One of the pods was empty, was it not?
That's right, and it was Tsumugi's. No one's seen her since our game ended. She's missing. Which means she can't have been put in the program by the Foundation in the first place.
Well, yeah, obviously they wouldn't put a mastermind in the first place.
Oh man, I really thought I was onto something.
What if she, cosplayed as somebody's dead body and swapped with them? Who knows what she could do? She's magic.
Don't give up, Leon. Thinking like that is exactly what we need to do if we want to find the truth.
Well, if Samugi wasn't an original participant and wasn't added into the program, then we can assume no one else was able to access it at all, right?
Time to prove you wrong again. Actually, that's not entirely true. Huh? What do you mean, Kaede? I mean, there is Kibo. You guys remember him, right? It's time I told you all. I've been seeing Shuichi in my dreams.
That's cool. I have no idea who that is.
And he's been trying to tell me things about the game.
He was?
Wait, what do you mean? You were there? Actually, did we tell Rentaro that? I don't remember.
Shuichi. Wasn't he that kid in the video who ended your game?
Oh yeah, I forgot they did see that.
Yeah, he was. So, just let me explain.
Here we go again. Unregistered communicator. Why did the music get so fast? What's happening?
How long has this been happening? A long time? Or just recently?
Oh my gosh, we're speeding through it. Why?
Has anyone else experienced such dreams?
Well...
Oh my god, he's getting blurred.
How do we know they weren't just that? Dreams.
I can't seem to get my point through with everyone talking so quickly. It looks like we're gonna need some help.
Okay, that's what this is.
Has anyone else experienced?
Well...
How do we know they weren't just that? Dreams. I can also go fast, yeah. Hey, Kaede's got something to say, so everyone listen up.
Cool. Thanks, Leon.
Thanks, Leon. I do have proof Shuichi wasn't just a figment of my imagination.
Got it.
You do?
Yeah. After Alter Ego said the files had traces of an unregistered communicator... Do you know who it was? Can you verify it was indeed Shuichi? Well, no. But unless someone else can explain it, I'm almost certain that's who it was. No one raised any objections, and I was ready to move on until...
What if it was the mastermind?
I hate to bring it up, but there's this one thing that's kind of bugging me.
There we go, I got his voice.
Then tell us, it's important we hear everyone out. Any leads are at least worth debating. Okay, but I don't think y'all are gonna like it. Huh? What do you mean? I think it's you, man.
Someone's gotta say it, right? Don't tell me.
What if this kid Shuichi is the mastermind?
Okay. I mean...
What?
It's a fair assumption for someone who's never met him. Also, I don't remember if the video showed this or not, but Shuichi does have that, like, you know, memory where he's like, I love Danganronpa, so... Not implausible. Yeah. Oh, we sure this guy didn't hit his head in the elevator on the way down here.
I never even met him, man. Hey, it's not impossible. Didn't you just say we should hear out any leads?
Do you have literally any evidence to support it?
Actually, kinda. Because it doesn't make sense. You mean to tell me this guy kept visiting you, our leader, one of the biggest threats to the mastermind? He totally could have been keeping an eye on you.
I mean, you didn't need to do that to keep an eye on us, but...
That's true. If I was the mastermind, I'd definitely want to watch Kaede for sure.
Okay, Ibuki.
I'll take that as a compliment. I definitely don't think Shuichi's the mastermind, but I have to admit, Mondo has a decent point. I'll just have to refute it with points of my own.
So, if we put it all together, how does that theory go?
Okay, nice. I feel like Kibo's line there wasn't necessary, but at least he's getting some screen time. The despair virus.
So, the Shuichi somehow got access to the program.
And with outside access, it probably wouldn't have been hard to run things such as Monokuma.
Oh, hello. Shuichi would never do this. Okay, Kokichi, sure. He'd say that. Did everyone just forget he was the one who ended Team Danganronpa's killing games?
Well, what if he changed his mind?
Or what if he's just lying? If he was the mastermind.
Or perhaps we can't even say for sure it was really Shuichi. I see. The mastermind could be anyone outside the program, after all.
Oh, we're just taking it down. I guess because it's the final statement. We don't have to skip it back. Poor Leon, we're refuting him again.
Actually, Leon, the mastermind can't be anyone outside the program.
Huh? You serious? Where'd the music go? I'm so shocked I killed the music. That's right. The mastermind was created by the despair virus.
Wait, is it lagging? I just heard no, that's wrong. Uh-oh. Well.
Oh, is it that virus mentioned in the video? It is, and it's what's currently infecting the consciousness of our mastermind. So, that's how we got ourselves a ringleader in this shit show?
Yes.
Yeah, but see? There's no way Shuichi can be the... I don't agree with you. Hang on, Kaede. Ibuki doesn't want to accuse your friend, but that doesn't disprove him at all. Really? How so?
There we go.
Truth Blade.
So, we know the mastermind is inside the program. But that doesn't mean it still can't be Shuichi.
I see. I see where we're going with this.
Or anyone outside for that matter. Because even if they had to be in here to be infected, anyone could have entered the program at any time.
What if Alter Ego got infected? Is that possible? That would be a pretty big twist.
No, they couldn't have. And this is why.
I actually have to blow my nose, so give me 1 second. Alright. I'm back.
Ibuki, maybe if you just let me finish, I could...
There we go. Get him!
I'll cut your words. I'll cut your words. Ah.
We got him.
Actually, Ibuki, that's impossible. No one could have come into the program since we woke up. Huh? Really?
Really? Alter Ego's files said this program started with 16 life forms, that no one has been added since. Eh? But did you not just say Shuichi's been entering the program? And also what about Kibo?
No, Kaede said he's been communicating with her. He never actually entered the program. Oh, I understand. Actually, what about you, Kibo? Me? You came into the program, didn't you? Doesn't that disprove your whole theory, Kaede?
Kibo's not a person.
Poor Kibo.
That's robophobic.
It would, but Kibo isn't actually a physical life form. He's an AI. Oh, so it wouldn't count as one of the files.
Exactly. It also proves he can't be the mastermind, since Monokuma showed up at the start of the game. I fear that that may be a robophobic remark, but it does prove my innocence, so thank you, Rentaro and Kaede. Well, that's great and all, but where does it get us?
It means that the mastermind has to be one of the original 16 participants.
Okay.
Huh? But Kokichi, I thought you were on my side.
Thought what? That I just lay down and that you run this whole trial? Okay. That would be totally boring, Kaede. The viewers would hate it. If you want to convince everyone of your theory, you're going to have to disprove every counter-argument we have. Think you can do it?
I mean, I just did a rebuttal showdown, but I guess I'll do it again. I see now. I wasn't expecting another rebuttal so soon, but... Alright, Kokichi, bring it on.
He just punches him in the face. Alright, we're back. The ultimate mastermind. That's still so silly. Okay, I admit it. You've proven no one physically entered the program. Great. But who says they had to enter it at all? If Shuichi could access the program, the mastermind could have too. I know we said the virus infected someone in the program. But what if it's a lie? Come on, Kaede, show us. Do you have any solid proof the mastermind is in this school? We've never even been to the mastermind's room. That's the weird part. And we never went back to that or the bathroom either. So we really don't. We just have a vague conception there's a room somewhere in the school for the mastermind.
Yeah, there is proof, Kokichi. The mastermind's room.
If I had a nickel for every time you guys brought up something the rest of us had never heard of, I'd have too many nickels.
Alright, so basically, Rodrigo found there's a room in here that doesn't show up on our monopads.
It was a mastermind room, one that was used by the mastermind to monitor the cameras in the program.
The mastermind used the mastermind room. What a twist.
Okay. We're just commenting on our funny dialogue now.
Yeah, I'm kinda confused. Why is that even relevant to the current argument?
Because, if the mastermind wasn't here in the school, why have a mastermind room in the first place? And Alter Ego confirmed it was used, so it's definite proof that they're here in the academy, not out there.
Okay, that's a really good point. Yeah, I doubt that room was just here for aesthetic.
I cannot imagine Mondo saying aesthetic. I don't know why. So, that's where all the cameras in this school lead to, I mean, not really. They're two-way cameras.
That's the most logical conclusion, yeah.
I guess it is where they lead to, but not the only place.
I got a lot of counterpoints going on in my brain today.
Is something wrong, Leon?
I need a drink of water. No, I'm good. Huh? No, I just got a couple questions. Some stuff I'm still confused about, too. Yeah, there's just a little more we need to explain, Kaede.
Rantaro, we're only 30 minutes into a 2-hour and 30-minute video. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, jeez. Are they all going to talk at once?
Please, no. I don't want to edit this. No.
I guess I'll have to try and listen, but this is going to be really hard considering all the evidence we have to filter through.
You have a Buki. It's easy. Okay, hold on.
This still doesn't make any sense. Last I checked, the mastermind was a participant, yeah?
Mondo, we talked about Junko. And Rantaro, if you're trying to help me, stop talking. I can't hear anything.
Both her sister and the video. How that even worked? She was behind our killing. We all died in our last game. The rest of us were just innocent players, so I doubt any one of us are behind the masterminds. So why would one of us start another damn killing game between then and now?
There's just so much going on, and too many pieces of evidence to consider. I wonder if... Hey, Angie.
Why is the room so red? I've never seen it like this before.
Yes, Kaede? Do you think you could help me out here?
No. It's just...
What? I showed Angie my monopad, which had a list of the evidence on it, and after a moment she nodded and pointed to one.
You know, that is a little suspicious. This seems the most relevant to the topic, no? I guess it's supposed to be because she's organized, right? But she knows the perfect piece of evidence for any situation. That's a little... Especially stuff she doesn't actually know about. Like, she wasn't there for the laptop. How would she know? I don't know. I don't know. Assisted truth bullet. Yeah. Which one do you shoot, actually? I just realized Rantaro's isn't... That should be an agree point, right? Because you're not... I don't know. Anyway, whatever. That would probably trip me up.
I get what you guys are saying, but there actually is a reason anyone could have become the mastermind of this game.
Anyone?
Well, anyone but you.
Oh.
Anyone. Do you all remember that virus we talked about earlier? The one that Rantaro accidentally brought here. The one that turned this program into a killing game and created the mastermind.
Yeah, what about it?
The way it made them was that it brainwashed one of the participants, turning them into the mastermind.
Holy shit! It could be me, man! I don't want to be the mastermind.
Wait, so if the mastermind was brainwashed...
It could literally be anyone. Except for me.
That's right. Regardless of their personality, or if you think they do it willingly, it means everyone is the possible suspect.
But not me, though, right?
He's right, but still, not the time, Kibo.
I'm innocent. Okay, so we have suspects, method, and motive down. What's left before we can totally lock this thing in?
I do have one small issue with it. Angie, you gave me the evidence! Yes, that's why.
And that is?
Is that If that mastermind was indeed a participant, what would happen if they were killed?
Oh, damn, that's a good point. I mean, they didn't exactly have any insurance they wouldn't, did they?
No, but my best guess is the virus would just leave them and infect someone else, so the game could keep going. Yeah, alright. We can't really know for sure, but I guess that makes enough sense. Did one of us have a strange character shift at a certain moment in the game? Oh no, Angie. Wait, is that actually what happened? Who died right before Angie started being like, I hate friendship? It was Mew and Taka, right? Or was it Gundam and Sayaka? It was one of those pairs. I did say earlier that Korekiyo would be the easiest one for Tsumugi to cosplay, but I totally forgot about Sayaka. Sayaka would be way easier. Even though Monokuma's disproving it. That would have been cool and fun, but no. Okay, never mind.
This is wrong. You don't have to worry about that, because the mastermind never died in this game.
You haven't said a single word this entire trial, but now you speak up just to prove me wrong.
Yep. Is there a problem with that? You're within stabbing range.
It was hard to tell, but I could swear Kokichi's eye twitched for a moment. Yes, I'm very frustrated. I just have one more question, if that's okay. Of course. What is it, Ibuki? The Mastermind knew stuff about Ibuki's game. We all saw it in the video. They knew about everyone's games, but how? Ultimate Mastermind. Yeah, it all comes back to the virus, too. When it made the mastermind, it also gave them the knowledge of every previous mastermind, which it just had, somehow. Yeah, something ultimate mastermind something. So that's how they knew information outside of their own experiences. Does that make sense, Ibuki? Yep. Thank you, Kaede. Okay, well, that was easy.
Alright, if I understand correctly, then we have now concluded that I am not the mastermind, and that it is one of the original 16 participants.
If the mastermind did die, then Kibo could be the mastermind, right? I know Monokuma said they didn't, but that would be a fun twist. Because a lot of times in a mystery or something like this, the best way to make a twist is to basically set up someone who can't do it and have that be the person who did it, you know? Anyway.
That's right. Is everyone in agreement?
Apparently not, because the music stopped. Nope, we're good. I looked around and everyone nodded. Then, there's only one next logical question. Which one of us is it?
Well, how about we start with who it couldn't be? That should be easy enough, yeah? We already know it isn't me.
Isn't that just all the people who died?
And me. That is the most logical conclusion. After all, a corpse cannot run a killing game.
Why? What's your problem with that? What if the person didn't actually die? That was my thought. I noticed Angie seemed to be thinking deeply. Angie, everything all right? Ah, yes, Kaede. I was simply thinking about Kibo's statement. He forgot to include himself.
Huh? What about it? He's right, isn't he?
Wait a sec. I think I get it.
I hate to keep asking this, but can someone please fill the rest of us in? Instead of all this cryptic BS?
I would, but I'm a little lost too. Care to elaborate, guys?
The keyword was corpse.
Oh, yeah. We saw their dead fucking bodies, didn't we? Can't we get much clearer than that?
Wait, I think I understand now.
Actually, Sayaka fell through a hole. Like, there was sounds of getting, like, mulched, but did Leon actually see it? I don't remember.
Hang on. If we're talking about seeing the bodies themselves, there is one person who sticks out.
And who would that be?
Alright.
I don't want to suspect them, but I have to show everyone that there is one person who doesn't fit Mondo's criteria.
Wasn't it Kibo's? Yeah, okay. It's Sayaka, yeah. It could be Samugi!
I think there's something else we should at least consider. That maybe Sayaka isn't really dead.
Hold on! You're not suggesting...
I don't want to accuse any of us, but the truth is, we never actually saw her body. She just fell. It wouldn't have been impossible to fake that death.
Excuse me? Hell no! What kind of bullshit is this?
Talk about a hypocrite. He'll accuse Shuichi, but he won't let us accuse Sayaka. So rude.
What the hell is that?
Mondo helped Leon with his anger issues. You heard me. You're a hypocrite. You had no problem accusing Shuichi, our classmate. But as soon as someone points the finger at someone close to you, you can't help but dismiss it.
Because my theory was at least possible. Number one, Sai could never do something like this.
That doesn't matter, idiot.
Number two, did you forget that I held her damn organs in that bear?
Those could have been anyone's organs.
We already established the mastermind is unwilling, did we not? I believe that removes the motive argument entirely.
And it wouldn't have been hard to fake that bear. It could technically have been any of the old bodies Monokuma stuffed in there. He collects them, remember?
I like to.
Too much information.
So, that would mean that this whole time...
Is it really her, Sayaka, been in hiding this entire time, alive and monitoring us? No, that's not...
Leon, you are once again allowing your emotions to cloud your judgment. You cannot deny this possibility.
Damn it, Kaede, come on! You gotta help me out here! Prove it's not her!
Can I do that? I'm not sure, but I'm going to have to pick a side here and stick with it. Do I have any evidence that proves Sayaka's guilt or her innocence?
This is interesting. Two-way cameras, Danganronpa 53, Monokub's execution. You want to prove it's not her? Then let's see you back it up.
Yes. Pray tell, where's the evidence?
As far as I'm aware, nothing proves that it is impossible. But you got no proof it's her either. Come on, there has to be some evidence it isn't Sayaka.
Okay. Think, Kaede, wasn't there something Kokichi brought up that might come in handy here?
You want to prove it's not her? Then let's see you back it up.
Back it up! That's it!
No. I'm trying to think, like... I really don't know. I think if I had the bullets in front of me, maybe I could figure out. But Monokub's execution. Oh, Sayaka never went to the Miyu's room and saw the Monokubs in there. Right. Okay. That makes sense. That's actually very clever.
Hang on, I just realized there may be proof it can't be Sayaka after all, or anyone that died before her, right, Kokichi?
So you finally caught on. About time, too. I was having too much fun.
The hell are you talking about? Kokichi, did you not just agree?
Just let Kaede explain.
Everyone, you remember the last execution, right?
Of course, but how could that be related to this debate?
Because the victims were the Monokubs, but we never figured out how the Mastermind found out about them, did we?
Couldn't they just check the cameras? There's one in that room, ain't there? That is not possible. I explicitly recall both Miyu and Chihiro stating they altered the camera to loop old footage and hide the current events from the Mastermind.
And they never picked up on it.
So, that means the only way the Mastermind would know is if they saw them in person. That's right. And by the time they were revealed to everyone, Sayaka had already been executed.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Kaede. I knew my girlfriend was dead for real. This is so awesome. So, that takes out her and everyone before her, too.
Mm-hmm. And we saw the rest of the bodies after that.
So, Kaede, that means there's only one conclusion left, isn't there? It is one of us, yeah.
I hadn't realized it exactly until now, but... My hand tightened around my arms as I was forced to face the truth. It's...
One of us. One of us. One of us.
They're in this room.
Alright. That's where we'll end off today's episode. It's a little shorter than I was going to go, but this is the perfect cliffhanger, so who am I to turn it down? So, 40 minutes, and what we've established is the Mastermind is in the program, and the Mastermind is one of us. You know, debates are hard. So far, pretty good. As far as final trials go, this one has been pretty clever. It's not just exposition, you know what I mean? But usually, up until you find the Mastermind, the trials are good. And then once you find the Mastermind, it's all exposition. So we'll see if that proves true here as well. I think the Monokubs were very clever as a way to prove that only people who were alive after Chapter 3 could be the killer. Or the Mastermind, you know what I mean. It's a little forced with the cameras and the Mastermind somehow never figuring that out. But at the same time, it's clever, so just leave it. I don't know. I feel like in this trial so far, there are only two people who are suspicious, right? Because we know it's not going to be Kaede, Rantaro, Kokichi at this point. I think we can pretty much assume that. And Leon and Mondo have both been pretty clueless and helpful. Like pointing out things and then receiving feedback on them. Not that they couldn't be the Mastermind, but I just kind of doubt it. Which only leaves Kibo and Angie. But I could honestly see it being either of them. I think Kibo would be interesting for the point I made earlier, where you're basically setting it up so everyone can be the killer except for one person, and that one person is actually the killer, because that's classic murder mystery writing. Or it's Angie. I'm wondering about a world where the killer was, or the mastermind was killed, and then the virus jumped to someone else. That would be very interesting, because it would line up with Angie's personality shift halfway through the game, and it would also line up with Kibo going off on his own that one time. I don't know. It's definitely less strong for Kibo, because Kibo's been pretty consistent. But it would be a way for him to be the the mastermind, despite it being technically impossible for him to be the mastermind. Although Monokuma's confirmed it didn't happen, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be, but that would be an interesting turn of events, right? In this alternate reality, if someone was the mastermind before this point, who would you guess the mastermind was that got killed? Obviously, if Angie ends up being the target you think became the mastermind after they died or whatever in this theory, then it has to be around the time she got her personality shift. But if it's Kibo, it could be any time after he was in the game. So I think either way, it becomes impossible for Mahiru or Korekio to be the mastermind, which is fine because neither of them were really acting like the mastermind anyway. Maybe Mahiru by not locking her door, just being super confident with all the Izuru memories or whatever, and then, getting killed anyway. But, yeah. Who else? Who could it be? Sayaka's a pretty good guess, because she did just randomly kill someone for basically no real good reason. Obviously she wanted to kill the mastermind, and she just made an educated guess, but still, come on, you put your life on the line for that? All of our lives, really? Gundam would be an interesting one as well. Oh, man. Okay, if I was to do this, I would make it Gundam, right? And I would make it so that the personality got transferred to Kibo, so that you can have this sort of satisfying mystery thing. Plus Kibo gets to do something. Because Gundam is trying to stop Sayaka from killing Kokichi when Gundam dies. And Gundam dies by accident. And it actually would make a lot of sense for the mastermind to want Kokichi to be alive still, because Kokichi's the rival character who's important for keeping up the main roles of Danganronpa as they are. So I think I would have had it been Gundam, and then it got switched to Kibo at that point. That would be interesting. Anyway, that's an alternate timeline. In this one, it's probably just going to be one person the whole time, which, simpler, but less fun to speculate about. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. I will be back again with more of this trial next time. Yeah. Bye-bye.